have international standard broadcast facility, but simple iron grill background. You should do something about the overall environment, shooting scene.
Change the back.
Put a tree here or something. A plastic tree or now it's late. I'm afraid I can kirtan and talk. It'll be late. When you're all here together, you look so nice, everybody with tilak and everything, but preliminary, I want to beat, why the mic wasn't working. But the mic was working, the amplifier was not working. I mean, the system was not working. Was there people around?
Yes.
I see some Bengalis have come. Why? And because of Amavas, they celebrate. When is Durga Puja?
Today is the first day of Navaratri.
Oh. So you went inside there? Something in this. Ginger? Is ginger inside there? Some is it running?
Yes.
This is clap stick, there's in the movies, then the camera starts. Because for different reasons, we all know each other for some time, the same, you're regularly coming. So, well, I don't know who's looking at the videos, if anybody. Maybe they say, what is this group? And they say, well, what is this? Switch it off, watch something else. We don't know. We see that somebody is viewing, but we don't know for how long. 10 seconds or so without that information, so I'm inclined to be informal and talk my usual criticism and why do you smile? Yes. No, I'll repeat that the acharyas have said there's two kinds of preaching. One is to talk about Krishna, and the other one, and he is all good, all pure, all absolute. And the other is to talk about the material world and anything and everything in it, which are all by nature temporary, fallible, polluted, or subject to pollution, imperfect. So the better kind of preaching is to point out the reality, which is the latter, that everything is imperfect. far from perfect. And the Krishna consciousness movement is meant to at least awaken people to this fact, and then to begin the progressive process of understanding the actual nature of the world and the purpose of being here. I've said before, Prabhupada says, philosophers, so we think philosopher, oh, sitting in a white beard, very calm, dignified. But Prabhupada says a philosopher is one who understands understands the world situation. So what is the world situation? Huh? Worse. Yes. I don't know, but it's worse. It's bad. I saw an article that said World War, it has already begun, because the biggest power is for their profit and material, imagined material advancement. They're supplying weapons to a small country which is being challenged by other big power, who now have said that if you, I'll say particulars, those regions of Ukraine, some regions of Ukraine voted, people living there are, by language, by culture, by history, they're Russian. So a few years ago they voted and they said, we want to rejoin Russia. And that was agreed internationally by all the countries. Then another power, not being happy, they engineered some color revolution, and they put some puppet in as leader, and he said no, and we are, they provoked the other big power, and they're giving trouble to the residents of those provinces of Russian background. Giving trouble means even killing them, civilians. So now Russia has said, I might as well speak particulars, but this is what the world situation is. Russia has said, if you go on troubling these Russian provinces, we reserve the right to use nuclear weapons against you. Nonsense. They said this openly. So that is this. Oh, why is Maharaj talking like this about this? Is newspaper stuff, is not Krishna conscious? No, a devotee knows the world situation. You know, when you go out, and I go out in the street in the morning, and the dogs are fighting or barking, so I know the situation. I put my earplugs in, and so a devotee knows the world situation. Krishna consciousness is not some fairy story, you know, nice, oh, we get together, we were one community, and it's, no, in practical reality. We have to, Prabhupada said, this material world, he quoted Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, his Guru Maharaj, this material world is no place for a gentleman. Anybody born in this world, he should feel embarrassed. Just like if somebody passes urine in his pants or something, and people can smell it, he should feel embarrassed. So being born in this material world, we may be very you know, nice house, nice family, nice clothes, nice everything, but that's an illusion. Maybe a very pleasing illusion, but it's an illusion. The actual reality is, we should know that this is no place for a lady or a gentleman. So we should, maybe you can type it up and print it out and laminate it and put it on the wall and circulate it. Tell everybody, this world is no place for a lady or a gentleman. And all the procedures that we're following, this is all in pursuance of this idea, to do something about it. No microphone? No amplifier?
Is there? It's not working.
No, why? Not charged? And not tested before. Well, why don't you go and join the Ukrainian army? Put you in charge of communications, logistics. The people of Donbass will be very grateful to you. I'm just thinking of all on YouTube and Facebook. I have God brothers, some of them also very long in the movement, and they have profiles. You know, I mean, not in the strict sense that people think, oh, he's a very old devotee, but he's a little, I don't understand, I heard something that Prabhupada, but anyway, he's got 5,000 Facebook friends and he posts these very good things that Prabhupada said. The name of my Facebook, my YouTube channel is not Rasananda Das, it's Neredmet-Sankirtan. What is Neredmet-Sankirtan? Nobody knows. So then they'll say, hey, who's this? I've never seen him before, you know, click, go to something else. But for any of you out there who are watching, this is me. Rasananda Das Bramacari. Now that I have my own platform, I can talk what I feel like. Formerly, I couldn't say many things. Why are you talking about world politics? It's all, Prabhupada said politics dirty. I'm not talking about politics, I'm talking about reality. This is what the world we're living in. They want to, they say that growing food is destroying the planet. Why? Because the crops are giving off carbon dioxide, or the animals are, and the temperature is rising. That's all nonsense. It's lies. You know, they say the cows are giving off ammonia. Their cows, not our cows, because they feed them in a cage. They feed them, you know, factory-made things. So they produce a little ammonia. So they multiply the number of their cows by, they calculate the total number of cows in the world, and they say this is heating up the world. It's all lies. You know, the world has been getting hot a little bit, and then cold a little bit, and hot a little bit, and cold. They know that. They dig and they find there was ice in Madras a million years ago. There was an ice age. You know. They know things like that, but they're saying this is the end of the world. It's all lies from elementary school textbooks up to the big scientific journals, all lies. Because if they tell the truth, there's no such thing as global warming. They'll lose their job, no salary, because their salaries are being paid by the same people who are running the factories. They want to make food in a factory. Already some food is made in a factory, just like soy nuggets. It starts out from a soybean, but it's processed in a factory. So they want you to eat protein from insects. See? Insects are very rich in protein, so the birds like them, and so in the factory they'll process it and put it in a shape and they'll give it a flavor, and people will be very happy eating that. This is what they want to do. So we'll do kirtan. Kirtan. You have learned from me some tune, a simple tune, but it can be too simple. With experience, the singer, he not just repeating each mantra exactly in the same way. There's some variation. That depends on consciousness, experience, practice. So you have to think about that and listen attentively. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda